It's $25.
Oh boy, oh boy. So, this amiibo has become quite the center of a controversy, so it seems. And for good reason, might I add. While this amiibo is very, very beautiful and has a huge quality of life feature tied to it, therein lies the issue. A lot of people, and myself included, are upset about the fact that they're tying such a huge quality of life improvement that should be a feature of the game because it is a remastering and a new rendition of Skyward Sword. It's tied behind what initially seemed like a normal amiibo. But turns out this amiibo is a bit more on the expensive side of things, coming in at around $25 USD. I think it was like 2,700 yen or something in Japan. That's an issue. That's an issue. When one of these things costs half the price of the game for one quality of life feature, that's not good. Nintendo, what are you doing? That's a horrible way to add these kinds of features into your game. But does Nintendo care? No, because it's going to print them money. And I'm extremely hypocritical because I'm going to buy one, obviously, because I love it. It's beautiful. And I have all but like 3 of the Zelda amiibos. So I'm a consumerist piece of trash. So I'm part of the problem. But anyways, the bigger story here is that it's a big issue to have this one piece of plastic holding such a huge quality of life improvement for Skyward Sword HD in the form of an amiibo that's going to cost more than a traditional amiibo. For what reason exactly? Why this amiibo is going to be, $10 more than a standard amiibo? Maybe it's manufacturing cost or something like that. Maybe this amiibo is going to be giant like the Guardian one is, but I still think it's extremely in poor taste. Doesn't really respect your fans and the people who buy your stuff, Nintendo, when you sell when you sell something that should have been included in the base game itself for almost half the cost of the game itself. There's been a huge amount of debate already on whether or not Skyward Sword HD is worth the $60 that it's going to be charging. I personally don't mind it that much because it's a 10-year-old game. They've, reworked the assets to make it to where you can play without motion controls. It got a huge facelift, so I don't think it's undeserving of that price tag. But this amiibo costing that much for a feature that should have been included into the game is a bit of a problem. I think there's a huge give and take when it comes to this kind of thing with amiibos, right? Because on one hand, it's a collectible figurine. They're high quality, they look really good, and you do get game benefits from them, but it becomes more of an issue of what you view that you get out of this amiibo that kind of dictates whether it's good or bad. And for a lot of people, they view it as like microtransactions, and that's a very valid viewpoint to have on it. But you can always have the argument of, well, at least you get a cool collectible out of it. It's such a tightrope to walk because it's going to sell. People are going to buy it. People love to collect amiibos just in general. Scalpers are going to go insane with this. So it's really an issue of Nintendo overreaching. Ultimately, I'm still going to get the amiibo because for me, I use them more as just figures and decoration than I do in-game use. That being said, in Skyward Sword, I will probably actually use it for that feature, but it is just extremely unfortunate that it's locked behind a $25 paywall. So Nintendo, you get a big fat F on that one. Still excited nonetheless for Skyward Sword HD. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think my cat is annoying and won't stop jumping on my desk? Do you think this amiibo is overpriced? Are you going to get this amiibo? Do you think Nintendo is just completely off the rocker? Yeah, let me know what you think about this. I'm very interested to see the continued discourse that this is going to have in the Zelda community, because since it got announced last night, that's pretty much all I've seen. It's very, very hard to be kind of like in the middle on that, because I really want it because it's a cool figure, and then on the same time it's just like, ouch, $25 for a feature that should have been included in this game. Oof. It's hard being a Nintendo fan sometimes. But anyways, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure that you are subscribed if you would like to see more Zelda content. We're coming close on E3, so, you know, Breath of the Wild 2 is coming right around the corner. And, yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you in the next one.